We will be using DMC 842, which is a nice light taupe color, to make these French knots. Bring your needle and thread up at the desired spot, pulling the thread all the way through, holding it tight with your non-dominant hand. Wrap the thread around the needle 2 times. Insert the needle near the thread where you came up through the fabric, and carefully pull the thread through to the back, keeping the thread taut with the non-dominant hand. Again, bring the needle up in the desired spot. Hold it tight. Wrap the thread around the needle 2 times. Place the needle near the thread and carefully pull the thread through the knot to the back of the piece. If you want smaller French knots, you can wrap the thread around the needle just once. You can also use fewer than 6 strands. If you want larger French knots, you can wrap the thread around the needle 3 times, or you can use more than 6 strands. I have found though that wrapping the thread around the needle more than 3 times or using more than 6 strands creates French knots that are very loose and frilly looking when they're tacked down by that little tiny thread. Depending on the project that you are working on, if it is a quality pattern, it should tell you how many strands to use for this stitch and how many times to wrap the thread around the needle to make the French knot. Remember though, the pattern is merely a suggestion. It's really up to you how you want your French knots to look when they're all finished. So I suggest experimenting with wrapping the thread around the needle different number of times, and also using different number of strands per stitch when creating these French knots.